Hello friends, today's project is about DDS compiler in Vivado where we will generate analog signal and with the phase data using this DDS compiler as phase accumulator data generation. Now first let's have a look at the key features and benefits of DDS compiler. It has phase generator and sine or cosine lookup table can be generated individually or together with the optional dither to provide a complete DDS solution. The second point, which is rasterized feature, which is the most important feature of the DDS compiler, is which eliminates phase noise from the phase truncation. And sine, cosine or quadrature outputs, optional part channel resynchronization of accumulated phase. Lookup table can be stored in distributed or block RAM. Optional phase dithering spreads the spectral line energy for greater spurious free dynamic range, which is SFDR. So if you like my tutorials, please do like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you. Let's start our project. First of all, go to File, Project, create new project. Let's give a name. It is DDS. We'll create RTL project. We'll simply click next. We'll select whatever boards you are using. You just select, though it is a simulation project. So as we are using ZTEM board, we'll select this, click finish. Now as you see, this is a design sources, constants and etc. So first of all we'll create block design. Now we'll give a name DDS underscore DDS block design. Now this page has come where all the sources are there. It has been created. Now we'll click on this plus button. We'll add Zim processor system. Okay, now it has come. Now we'll click on run block automation. Now our first aim is to add DDS compiler. Okay, as this is the main target of our today's project, so we'll go inside of this. Okay, first of all we'll see that first step is configuration. So here it is showing configuration options. We can use it as a phase generator and also sine cosine LUT, but we will generate a sine wave, so we will select this sine cos LUT only. Now the system clock we are using, that is 100 MHz. Number of channel, there is 1, is disabled. Mode of operation, we will use standardized or rasterized, you can use. First of all we will use standard. Parameters, that is under hardware parameters, we will use noise shaping, we will select as none. Phase width 16-bit, output width 16-bit, we will not change it. Go to implementation. Now output selection, here we will select sine only. This will remain as it is till implementation data has utilized, so it is not required. There is output T ready, which is not required. It is a given signal which will say that output is ready, but in that case we will not use this. This all output form will use sine and magnitude. Summary. Now as a summary, it will give us a brief description what is the channel, what is the configuration of the DDS compiler. Now channel output with 16 bits. Okay, now we'll click OK. Okay, as we can see, this is the output of this is the MXS data, which is the output of the DTS compiler. There is a LUT of sine wave signal generator. So we have to give the phase signal. So we'll do one thing. We'll again add another DTS compiler. This one as we'll use as phase generator only. As you can see in our project, the title was phase analog signal generation and phase accumulated data generation. So from this DTS compiler we'll use the phase data system as it is. Number of channels is there. Implementation will use fixed data, that means we will not change the frequency of the signal. It is none. Amplitude mode is full range. Memory type auto. DSP use minimal. Okay, detailed implementation. These are the things will not change. Then phase angle. This is the thing. Here we can see that this is a phase rail. Okay, by default it has given some value. We'll see that what happened. It has given, according to this phase value, the frequency will be generated like 81 megahertz. Now we'll see how this frequency has come. Will give us a lesson. Now go to summary. We'll see that system clock is 100 megahertz and the frequency per channel FS, there is also 100 megahertz. Our phase width is 16 bits, so let's calculate it. Standard. Okay, that is 100 megahertz divided by 2 to the power 16, that means 65, that is 536, that is the 2 to the power 16. So if we divide it by that becomes 1.525 hertz. So here if you go to the summary, you will see the frequency resolution is 1525 hertz, that means 1.525 kilohertz. Okay, so if we give here only one, that is a binary data. If we give only one, so it will generate, what is the value? The value is 1.525. so frequency will be generated here. Yeah, it's in megahertz, so it is 1.525 megahertz. So for 1 megahertz we'll get the value. So now we'll calculate that for 1 megahertz signal generation, how much value should we give. So divided by 1525, so we should give 655. There is a decimal value, decimal 655. So in binary it would be x to 8f, so we'll put it 0 2 8 and 1 1 1 1 is a 280f. Okay, we'll see 280f. Okay, the actual frequency, that is 0.999 megahertz, that means 1 megahertz. Okay, done. So okay, now our configuration has been done. We'll add all the blocks. Now one more thing, we'll see that our clock is 100 megahertz or not. We'll go to clock configuration. There's pale fabric clock and that is 100 megahertz. Okay, done. We'll change the layout. Okay, So face data will be connected to this face data. Detail compiler one is the face data generator. This is the sign up generator. Now to see the signal, we'll add integrated logic analyzer, which is ILA. So we'll connect it here. So first of all, we'll configure it. So we'll native. Okay, this is the probe. This data and trigger will only data that is of 16-bit data. Okay, now it is showing 0 to 15-bit. So we'll connect it. So we'll connect it. We'll connect the clock also. Okay, now everything has been connected. So we'll save the project. Now we'll verify the design, validate the design basically. Okay, now it is showing validation successful. Now we'll generate output products. You can see now it is completed. Now the block design runs started running. Now output products have been generated, so we will generate the HDL wrapper. It's generating. Now we can see that DDS VT wrapper has been generated. Simulation source also generated. So now we'll see the signals. So here the simulation tab, right click, go to simulation settings, use simulator, use it as oh, I would say KD. see it is the difference between two x is 1215 minus 1 to 1, that is 1 microsecond, that is of 1 megasecond.